Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have an important update for those interested in working in Canada. Now, we all know that Canada is a land of opportunities, a place where dreams take flight. But navigating the path to employment in a new country can sometimes feel like trying to solve a complex puzzle. Typically, visitors in Canada do not have the right to apply for a work permit while in the country. This has been a long-standing rule, a piece of the puzzle that has always been a given. But imagine if that piece could change, if it could fit somewhere else, opening a new possibility, a new path. Well, that's exactly what's happening now. There's a significant development that's come into play, a temporary measure that's in effect until the end of February 2025. This measure is like a key that allows visitors who receive a valid job offer while in Canada to unlock a door that was previously closed to them. They can now apply for a work permit while still on a visitor visa. This change is not just a minor adjustment, it's a significant shift, a new direction on the employment map for visitors in Canada. And it's a change that could make a world of difference for many people, opening up new paths, new possibilities. But as with any significant change, it's vital to understand the details, the intricacies that make up this new policy. That's why we're here today, to delve into this topic, to help you understand what this means for you and how you can navigate this new path. So stick around for the next 10 minutes to get all the details. We'll be discussing the legal framework that underpins this change. We'll go over the policy shift in detail, and we'll talk about the implications for those seeking employment in Canada. We'll also dive deeper into the specifics of this temporary measure, so you have all the information you need. Let's embark on this journey together. Let's explore the new possibilities that this change brings. Let's unlock the potential of this temporary measure. Let's turn the puzzle into a clear path. Stick around for the next 10 minutes to get all the details. Now let's delve into the legal references. Before we dive into the sea of legal jargon, remember this was the scenario before the recent policy change. Traditionally, the process of obtaining a work permit in Canada was governed by the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, or ARPA for short. The Act clearly stipulated that foreign nationals intending to work in Canada must apply for their initial work permit before setting foot in the country. This was a rigorous process, often involving a series of steps, from obtaining a labor market impact assessment, or LMIA, to demonstrating that no Canadian citizen or permanent resident was ready, willing, and able to perform the job. This process was aimed at protecting the Canadian labor market, ensuring jobs were filled by Canadians first, before looking to foreign nationals. In addition to this, the Act also required foreign nationals to apply for a work permit from outside Canada, typically from their home country. Once approved, they could then travel to Canada to commence their employment. This was certainly not an overnight process, and it often required a significant amount of patience, planning, and paperwork. There were, of course, exceptions to this rule. Certain individuals, such as those eligible for an open work permit or those falling under specific international agreements, like the North American Free Trade Agreement, were exempt from the need to apply from outside Canada. But these were exceptions, not the rule. And there you have it, a snapshot of the legal framework governing work permit applications in Canada before the introduction of the new temporary measure. It was a process that was thorough and often time-consuming, but it was designed with the protection of the Canadian labor market at its core. This was the traditional method of applying for a work permit in Canada. With the recent policy change, there's a significant shift. In the past, the process of obtaining a work permit in Canada was somewhat roundabout, especially for visitors who landed a job while in the country. You'd have to apply for a work permit before setting foot in Canada. If you received a job offer while visiting, you'd then have to leave the country to have the work permit issued to you. But here's where things get interesting. With the new policy, the procedure has been simplified. You no longer have to leave the country to get your work permit. If you're already in Canada and you've secured a job, you can apply for a work permit right from where you are. It's a game changer, isn't it? This new policy is a breath of fresh air, a sign of changing times. It's a stark departure from the old way of doing things. This innovative approach is a testament to Canada's commitment to make the work permit application process more efficient and less cumbersome for potential workers. Now you might be wondering, what was the reason for this change? The main drive behind this policy shift is to ensure that Canada can meet its labor market needs while also enhancing visitor experiences. It's a win-win situation for everyone involved. With this new policy, the Canadian government aims to attract more skilled workers, boost the economy, and make the country an even more desirable destination for individuals seeking job opportunities. It's an open invitation to contribute to the Canadian workforce and enjoy the benefits of living in this beautiful country. This policy change is not just a shift in procedure, it's a shift in perspective. It's about making the work permit application process as smooth as possible. It's about recognizing the potential of visitors who land job offers and giving them a chance to contribute to the Canadian labor market without unnecessary hurdles. So, with the new policy in place, leaving Canada isn't necessary. This is a significant boost for prospective workers, a progressive step that showcases Canada's commitment to making the work permit application process more streamlined and user-friendly. It's a bold move, and it's here to make a difference. What does this mean for those seeking employment in Canada? Well, in a nutshell, this policy change is a game changer for many. Picture this: you're in Canada enjoying the sights and sounds, and then, out of the blue, you land a job offer. Previously, this would mean a trip outside the country to get your work permit. But with this new policy, that's no longer necessary. This policy change is essentially streamlining the process for individuals in this exact scenario. Instead of packing up and leaving the country to get your work permit, you can now apply right where you are, right in Canada. This is not just convenient, but it also saves time and resources. Think about the implications on a broader scale too. This could potentially open up a world of opportunities for businesses to tap into a pool of talent that is already within their grasp. It could mean growth for companies, and it could mean an increase in the diversity of the Canadian workforce. Moreover, this policy change is also a testament to Canada's commitment to making its labor market more accessible to all. It's a reflection of the country's openness and willingness to adapt its laws and policies to better serve the needs of its people and its economy. But remember, while this policy change is indeed a significant shift, it's crucial to note that it's a temporary measure. It's in effect until the end of February 2025. So if you're in Canada on a visitor visa and you've got a job offer, now is the time to act. To sum up, this change is about more than just convenience. It's about creating opportunities, fostering growth, and demonstrating adaptability. It's a step in the right direction for both individuals and businesses alike. It eliminates the previous requirement to leave the country for work permit issuance. So if you're eyeing the Canadian job market, there's never been a better time to seize the opportunity. Now, let's go a bit deeper into the details of this temporary measure. This policy targets visitors who've received a valid job offer while in Canada. To apply, you must have valid status in Canada as a visitor on the day you apply. Also, you should have been in Canada on August 24, 2020, and remained in the country since then. The job offer must be genuine and from an eligible employer who is offering you a job that's either full-time, non-seasonal, for at least 1 year, and in a skilled position, or it's a job that's part of an international agreement or a significant benefit to Canada. You'll need to provide documentation confirming the job offer and your intent to reside outside Quebec. It's crucial to understand these specific criteria to take full advantage of this provision. To sum up, this temporary measure, active until February 2025, opens up new possibilities for those wanting to work in Canada. We've covered a lot today, from the legal framework surrounding work permits to the recent policy shift that changes the game for visitors in Canada who've landed a job. Remember, this new policy enables you to apply for a work permit without the need to leave the country. This is a substantial advantage, making the process smoother and more efficient. The implications of this change are far-reaching, simplifying the path to employment for many. But remember, this is a temporary measure, so it's crucial to stay informed and act accordingly. If there's anything you're unsure about or if you need further clarification, please don't hesitate to drop a comment below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, take care.